time, what we are tackling about, it is about significant figures. First, of course, we need to know what are these numbers or what they are called about, okay? This 0.0 here is what we call leading zero. This leading zero is not considered as significant numbers, okay? Or significant figures. This part here, which is the 5, it is what we call non-zero. There are 1, 2, 3. The non-zero, of course. And then this part, as we can see, the 0 here, it is what we called in between 0. And then 3, again, it is non-zero. This in between and non-zero is considered as significant figures. So, lastly, the last 0 here is what we call trailing 0. It is also considered as significant figures. So, we will show up some considerations in order for us to count or to know if the numbers are significant or not. As it says, every time that we count number or we count significant number, we start from left to right. So, if we see also the decimal point, as we can see here, significant number starts in counting numbers. Counting numbers or unnatural numbers, they are 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So to sum up, it is what we call non-zero, okay? And its succeeding number are also considered as significant one, right? Either it is 0 or non-zero. That's why we consider the in-between 0 and the trailing 0 as significant. So let's answer the one here, okay? So it means the number of significant numbers that we have here starts from 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. The answer of this number is number 4. We have 4 significant figures. So next, again, this leading 0 is not significant. Let's start in non-zero. 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 here. We just have 10 examples, okay? So bear with me. So next, we have some consideration once more. If the number starts in non-zero, as we can see here, it is non-zero, and in between, it has a decimal point. What's in the left and in the right, it is significant. So here, as we can see here, what's left and what's right, it is considered as significant. So count from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this time, we have 5 significant figures. So next, let's round off in 4 significant figures this specific number. So let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, this is our significant figures. And we know if the next number that we have here, it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are rounding off this preceding number, right? So it means what the answer here is 306.8. You round off lang po. Next, number 5. First, we need to prove it is correct. Which of the following is correct? And this time, as we know, this leading 0 is not significant. This non-zero is significant. And this, what we call trailing 0, is significant. So it means it has 2 significant figures. So, as it says, it has 1 alone. So it means it is not right. Let's cross it out. Next, as we see here, we have some consideration also here. If we see decimal point, the significant numbers are non-zero. If we can see decimal point, the significant numbers are non-zero alone. So as we can see here, we don't have a decimal point. So the significant figures here is only 1, which is this. So as it says, it has 2, so it is not right. Let's cross it out. Next, and we know if the number starts in non-zero and it has a decimal point in between, the left and the right, it is considered a significant figure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 significant figures. But it says it has only 3, so it is wrong. Let's cross it out. Lastly, again, the leading 0 that we have here is not considered as significant figures. This is non-zero. Let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has 5 significant figures. So it means it is right. So it is the answer of number 5, letter D. Next, number 6. What is the most significant digits of this specific number? Once we heard the most significant digits, it means it is the number that is non-zero from left to right. We know that it is not significant. This is the leading zero. So let's start with 2. So it means our most significant digit that we have is letter C, which is 2. Next, this specific number has how many significant digits? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and we know that the in between 0 is considered significant too, right? As we tackled about a while ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It has 7. This is the trailing 0. It is also significant. So that's why it becomes 7. Next, lastly, number 8 for this slide alone, huh? Lastly, we need to round out this number into significant digits. So 7 and 6 alone. And we know that if 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you need to round up. But in 5, we have some consideration. If it is 5 and the preceding number, as we can see here, it is even, we need to remain it. But if the preceding number is odd, which is the numbers that can be divided by 2, we need to round up. As we can see, it is even, so it needs to be remain. So the answer here is 7.6. Next, number 9, we need to round off this specific number in one significant digit. So every time that we are rounding up a number, we need to know that the rounded number, it is closer to the number that we have, okay? As we see, this is alone the significant number that we have, and we have 7 here. So what we need to do is we round up here. We're gonna put 9, but it is not yet our specific number. Yes, it has significant number, but it is far beyond our specific number that we have, which is 8,763. What we need to do, this part of the number that we have, we need to put it as 0, 0, and 0. We know that this number, which is 9,000, it has only one significant number, so it proves. So the answer here that we have is letter D. So lastly, the last but not the least, of course, when we see this very huge number, what we need to do is that we convert or express it into scientific notation. How we can do that? First, of course, we need to put point here and let this decimal point be put between this counting number that we have, or that non-zero, okay? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number is also this number, right? We raised to 4 here. And we know this is specific number, 8.3000, has a 5 significant numbers. But in the problem that we have, we only need 3, right? So what we need to do is first we count from left to right. So 8, 3, and 0. So then we copy the times 10 raised to 4. It is the same as here is the answer that we have, letter D. So lastly, we have some exercises here. You can answer it all out, and you can check if your answer is right in our description box. So that's it.